Our world is immersed in phrases that communicate the idea that all you need is a basic item and you can achieve a great outcome. Like the brag in poker, all I need, chip and a chair, while implying that all the wealth at the poker game might be won with that simple, small beginning. Or someone looking back on a successful business and saying, it all started with $1 and a dream. Or maybe this classical quote from Archimedes, give me a lever long enough and a fulcrum on which to place it, and I shall move the world. Project initiation stands on two very important legs, a sponsor and a charter. Give me a sponsor and a charter, and I will deliver you a project. In and around the year 1776 began a dream so big and a gamble so bold, it would indeed require a great lever and a sturdy fulcrum to initiate an unheard-of grand project fraught with risk and danger, the rebellion that produced the United States of America. Some would envision that the project manager of this initiative was a man named John Adams, and it would need two critical ingredients, a sponsor and a charter. The sponsor was the Colonel George Washington. Whatever the state of our feelings towards this government now, it was a project of enormous undertaking and would require commitment to get it done. The British Empire was not to be trifled with and held sway over the whole globe in some form or another. Colonel George Washington led the sponsorship of the Independence War by committing both his finances and his life to the goals of the project. I can't think of a more dreamy sponsor to have for any project. A sponsor thus committed will give clear direction and leadership for the goals of the project. Such a sponsor will be engaged in the problem solving and committed to the successful outcome. Actually, it is a bit frightening to be John Adams in this, to be a project manager entrusted with people's lives and their livelihood, but it is empowering as well, and you will feel uplifted to do great things with such sponsorship. Now, remembering that there are two pillars on which project initiation rests, the sponsor and the charter, this undertaking is founded by a document which gave the guiding principles by which the project was to be executed, the Declaration of Independence.
180 years of searching, and I'm 3 feet away. Of all the words written here about freedom, there's a line that's at the heart of all the others. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and provide new guards for their future security.
When we set out to accomplish great things, we need to define what that is formally. We need to know who is on board and committed to get it done, who the stakeholders are. We need to define what resources we have and define our goal and objectives, which is why we are risking these resources in the first place. We need to set a scope so we know when we are going off course. We need to talk about the risks. All of these things are making up your project charter, the recording of these important pieces of information to get the ball rolling. It will have enough details later to steer the ship without having to describe each wave or storm that will come to pass. It defines the triple constraints that you are going to hear a lot about in project management learning: time, cost, and scope. All you need is a chip and a chair. All you need is $1 and a dream. All you need is a lever long enough and a fulcrum on which to place it. All you need is a sponsor and a charter. It's time to go out and build something great.
Repeat after me. I, George Washington, do solemnly swear